What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Humble Warrior back with another video. Wanted to talk about something real quick because yesterday I was looking at the show Undisputed. They had a segment on there talking about how Tua has basically became the odds maker to win the MVP of the league, and honestly, it's not a far-fetched idea. Last season he was actually in the MVP race. It was him, Mahomes, and Hurts. Those are the three running candidates from last season that were tightly knit until Tua went down with that other concussion that he had and knocked him out. But he was on pace to put up 4,500 yards last season, maybe 40 plus touchdowns. He finished the year with 3,500 plus. 25 touchdowns and 8 picks. Now this year he's already at 715 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Completion percentage is like 67%. And I think his QBR is like 105, maybe 110, something like that. It's not number one in the league, but he's in the top 5. Anyway, my thought process on it is, why is that the media, or why is it that people still won't give the kid his recognition? Granted, it's been only 2 weeks, granted, but his level of competition that he's played was not inferior, meaning they were not, trash teams. Now that he played the Chargers, who lights out offensively, can score with anybody on the field. Then he went to play New England, which is a tough-minded defensive football team. And because both of those games came down to the wire, he's actually getting criticized for that, because people was under the impression that he would just blow through certain teams like they're not going to be putting up a fight at all. To me, bro, this is crazy. To me, this is not college football or high school. Now, granted, he played the Chargers defense, who had all their players. Now, people may say, "Oh, well, he didn't get sacked or nothing." Was he supposed to? No. Against the Patriots, he only got sacked once. He got hit 3 times though. He's only been hit 4 times in 2 games. Impressive. But the style of attack that they have is making him get the ball out quicker, which is very smart. That's how you're going to keep him upright. Because without that, if he's holding on to the ball, playing hero ball, trying to scramble and become, a Mack truck version of Michael Vick, then, hey, he won't make it past week 5. But because, as Richard Sherman put it, he processes information and he can read the defense so quickly and determine what they're going to be in and what they're going to look like pre-snap and post-snap. He's able to make the right decisions time and time again. He rarely, if ever, makes a dumb decision. Now, that throw against the Patriots against Gonzalez was stupid. Had he threw it over that man's head, Tyreek definitely catches and goes in for a touchdown. I think Tua misread it. I think that he thought that the DB wasn't going to be able to close in as quick as he did to Tyreek. And Tyreek tried to bail him out with, trying to make a jump ball catch against a 6'3" corner. And Tyreek's on like 5'10". So that's like me jumping against a 6'3" guy, and I took a bad angle, and I got picked off. So that's not on Tyreek. That was definitely all on Tua behind that stupid throw. But people in the media, people at ESPN, Undisputed and stuff like that, they're still not giving him his due. Stephen A came around. I appreciate that. So has Shannon. Shannon Sharp has now begun to actually give Tua his credit, because Shannon Sharp was one of his biggest supporters. Then, because he started getting hurt, he rebutted. He backed up off of him and said, "Well, he may have to consider retirement." I remember that segment they did with him and Skip were talking, and he said, "Hey, the kid might have to walk away because of his health, it was not a bad thing to say. He wasn't wrong. But these past 2 weeks, Tua has balled out. If he actually throws for 300 plus this weekend, he'll be over 1,000 yards in just 3 games. So if you map that out, if he averages, he did 249 last Sunday. So if he does at least 280, 290, maybe 300 yards over the next 15 games, well, they got a bye week. Over the next 14 games, he will eclipse like 4,500 yards. And then if you add, let's just say he do 2 touchdowns a game. 2 touchdowns times 4 is 26. He's already at 4. That's 30 touchdowns. And if he don't throw, he throw like 30 touchdowns and 5 picks. I want the number to increase to like 35, 40 touchdowns. Which I think he's due for another explosive game like he did against the Chargers. Or like he did against the Ravens when he put up 6 touchdowns. But we're gonna see, like, I don't want him to play down to the Broncos. The Broncos are not a great team. They're not that great at all. They're still struggling offensively to score. And their defense is not as prolific as it was before. So we should be able to score, you know, I'm not gonna say it will, but we should be able to score a decent amount of points to, you know, beat this squad. That was Norris. But yeah, to me, give the kid his credit. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. To me, they give Patrick Mahomes all the praise. You know, Herbert, Burrow. Granted, yes, these guys have played full seasons, yes. But they can play. Whether they play 10 games, 12 games, a season, whatever, people still will say, but they're ballers. They're superstars. There's always a rebuttal when it comes to Tua. He put up a 3,500 yard season. Yeah, but he got over 700 yards in 2 games. Yeah, but there's no, well, you know, Tua is actually doing outstanding. Putting up 700 yards in 2 games, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. One of the highest keep yards in the league. Number 1 in passing, number 1 in passing yards. Number 4 in touchdowns. Number 5, I think, in QBR. You know, he's putting up gaudy stats already in just 2 games of the season. There's no credit given. It's a rebuttal to whatever he does. So it's like, it's annoying because at the end of the day, the kid is out there doing what he's supposed to be doing. And he's exceeding expectations right now. Because if he keeps this up, like I said, he's going to be on pace to put up great numbers. And people still going to be like, well, yeah, but, or, you know, he didn't do this against this defense, he didn't do it against that defense. Even against New England, he still balled out. That throw to Braxton Berrios in the second quarter with the under the 2-minute drill was amazing. Not many quarterbacks can make that throw. Not many can. Matter of fact, if you put other quarterbacks in the situation, they're not gonna make that throw. They're gonna try to force it probably toward the end zone. He put that mug on a dot over his right shoulder. Yeah, over his right shoulder. And it was within right at the 2-yard line mark. Where Braxton caught it, got both his feet in, and got pushed out of bounds. For, I think that was, it might have been like a 15, 20-yard throw, something like that. After Tua stepped up, evaded the pressure of Matt Judon, who was barreling down on him, and threw a dart across his body, the other side of the field, to a already in fast-paced motion Braxton Berrios. And that throw got retweeted I don't know how many times. But he made the pass. So it's like, give the kid his credit. If he balls out this Sunday against Denver, what would be the narrative then? What's going to be said? I don't know about a good number. But what's really going to be said at that point? I just wonder. Because if he drops an egg or he throws 3 picks, here comes the people. Well, yeah, this is what we expect from Tua. That's what we knew he would do. You didn't know he would do anything. And don't let them be undefeated when they meet Dallas on 3 days before Christmas. If, let's just say So right now, between Dallas and the 20s, I think Dolphins got 8 or 9 games, I believe it is, or yeah, 8 or 9 games. Let's say they go 8-1, or yeah, 8-1, and they are 11-1, or let's just say they're 10-0 when they meet Dallas. If they eviscerate this defense, if they put up 500 plus yards of offense, and they run up the score and put up 45 points on Dallas, I would love to see the conversation that's going to be had for Tua. I just want to see it myself, because if he does what I know he's capable of doing against that defense, with Michael Parsons leading the way, NFL going to be in for a long, long postseason. Unless they can, say that he can't play for some mysterious reason. Other than that, they're going to be in for a long, long postseason. And it won't even be funny. Because if you really think they're going to slow down what they're doing, no, they're not. It's going to get a lot better. But that was my little rant, I guess you can call it a rant. It really wasn't. I was just talking. But respect and admire what he's doing, because given what he went through, especially with head coaches and then offensive coordinators, the kid can actually play in this league, and he's showing it. So admit it. Don't detract him by putting other obstacles up based on how he's performing. If he was underperforming, then yeah, but. Or he's trash, he's this. Yeah, but people ain't gonna do that. They would say he's trash because A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's no yeah, but to it. But when he puts up that 400-yard masterpiece against the Chargers, but he, right? So make it make sense. That's my 2 thoughts, guys. I gotta get out of here because I gotta go right now. But let me know what you guys think, man. Peace.